Now then, just wanted to do a quick one today. It's quite a dig at social media, really. But the topic's going to be basically people's unrealistic expectations on both aesthetics, the look that they want, the diet that they decide to go down, and just the people that they follow, really. I think there's too many. This is a massive one for the girls, to be honest with you, and then I'll go into the lads' version of it as well. I think too many people follow people that way above what they're willing to do, kind of thing. You know, if you're just say someone who just goes to the gym 2 to 3 times a week at max, you can't adhere to any diet for more than 5 days without breaking and having a cheat. Then don't follow these people that are willing to do that. So a lot of girls do it. You know, you'll see these like fitness models and whatnot, and who are absolutely razored. They're absolutely lean as hell. There's no way on God's earth that these people are getting to Friday night and having 6 beers and a kebab. You know, there's absolutely no way, unless genetically they're just very, very gifted, which is something I will go on to in a little bit as well. There are certain people that they get quite a lot without having to do a lot, and these are just a select few people that have just been very, very lucky, and that's not taking anything away from them. But again, that's something that a lot of girls compare to when their shape's nothing like that naturally, if that makes sense. So yeah, I think when you're choosing people to follow, and I think it is coming out a little bit, like you're starting to see, let's say, a lot more curvier girls on social media, embracing that as well, and I think that's a great thing because, you know, a few years back it was getting really, really unhealthy, where stick thin was what all girls seemed to want, and it was just beyond me, really. But yeah, I think what I'm trying to get at here is, one, choose your inspirations and people that you follow and aspire to as someone that's similar to your body type. I think that's really, really important. It's like, I think I've said it on a video before, it's like me comparing myself to a 6 foot Arnold Schwarzenegger. I won't do that. I will compare myself to someone that I feel I can get to. Someone similar height, short ass, and similar width and depth as me. And I think that goes for a lot of girls as well. You know, there's no point in looking at someone who's been, if you're someone who's struggled with weight, and you're a little bit curvy, which again, not a negative in the slightest, it's a good thing. And then you're comparing yourself to someone who's stick thin, who might be a page 3 model. I don't know, whatever it might be that you look at. It's just unrealistic, because one, you're not going to eat like a cover model day in, day out if you want to live a normal life. If you want to, you know, go ahead, do it. You're not going to train like a lot of them have to, you know, morning cardio, in the gym all the time, whenever they can. And you just don't have that lifestyle in general, so it's just unrealistic. It really is unrealistic. So I think when you're setting your goals out, it is important to look at this. It even comes down to things. This is with lads, really. I've had loads of clients that'll say to me, they'll say, "Oh, this is my ideal guy. This is what I want to look like." And there'll be some guy that's again, I'm not against this in the slightest. I really, really am. But there'll be some guy that's you know, full of gear. He's been on it for years. He's been training for 10 years plus. He's one of the strongest guys in the gym that he goes to. He's consistent, like hammering it. He's not having many cheat meals at all. He's not boozing. And then you've got someone who's dieting for a beefer and saying, "I want to look like this in 12 weeks," and you're like, no chance. There's no point. That is an unrealistic expectation. So when I'm sitting down with my clients, I like to find out exactly where their adherence is at, And this isn't to belittle them, because, you know, I like a beer on a weekend, but I'm also never going to be an IFBB pro bodybuilder. I just do it because I like it. I do it because I buzz off it, you know. But I'm also very realistic with where I'm at. So if a client comes to me and it's an unrealistic goal, I will try to tell them from the off. So look, are you willing to take this? Are you willing to eat like this? Are you willing to train like this? Are you willing to sacrifice a lot of life? Because, you know, these bodybuilders, they don't, the ones at the top of the game, and the fitness models, whatever it might be, they don't clock off on a Friday, go down to the pub, have 5 pints of San Miguel, a pizza, wake up on Saturday, miss the cardio, only have 2 meals, and get back on it. You know, they don't do this. So instead of being unrealistic, work out something that works within what you're doing. So I would always say, pick someone who looks similar to you. You don't have to, you know, it might be something that you want to look like that looks better than you in your opinion, but, you know, choose someone of a similar height, some similar body frame, and more importantly, someone who's living, or this is an hard one to say actually, I'm going to say someone who's living a life that you want to live, but again, that's tough because we'll go to genetics where, like I said before, where there's a genetic freak that can eat Dominoes and whatnot and do whatever and still look absolutely ripped. Well, always got to remember that on social media, they're only putting on what they want you to see. So they're not putting in 90% of the meals, but every time they eat a pizza, because for some reason everyone on social media loves showing everyone what they're eating as soon as they're eating bad. You don't see the rest of that. You see this cheat meal, and all of a sudden you think, oh, that's what they eat. But you don't see the groundwork that's going in. You know, they might be doing 25,000 steps a day. They might be absolutely smashing gym for 2-3 hours a day. You don't know what's going on. You know. So yeah, it's just important to choose your inspirations and people that you aspire to be careful, because I think that it does set up a lot of people for a bad image with themselves, really, because they're just comparing themselves constantly to it. And as I said, I am seeing it with lads and lasses now. And I think, like I said, I do have kudos to social media recently, because I think it is putting more realistic pictures up and stuff like that. But I still think in people's heads they get it a little bit wrong with who they compare themselves to. So yeah, I hope that's helped. One of the most important things as well before I do leave, instead of comparing yourself to these other people, yes, use them as inspiration, watch the videos. You know, there's a difference with obsessing how they look and getting motivation off them. That's a different thing. But yeah, just make sure you're not getting obsessive with it and thinking that's how I've got to be, you know. Yeah, if you do have any questions, hit me up. It's more of a mental health one, is this. I think that this can lead to a poor state of mind if not adhered to. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video on it. Alright, thank you very much.